Dark Nights
with Poe and Munro.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe
And Munro. You can never find the right button, Poe.
Not at all. I'm merely demonstrating that this shows the cat's meow. And on that note, what's next, Munro?
It's on the schedule, silly.
I know that. I'm just making it sound like you have a choice.
Okay then. What shall I choose? I choose a long walk on the beach.
Ah, yes. With the moon's bright eye bobbing on the black tide.
No. The sun is shining, and the sand is hot and soft between my toes. Wouldn't you like to walk on a beach with me, Poe?
Alas, I fear I would burst into flames at the sun's first embrace.
But you were outside this afternoon.
Then I must simply hate the beach.
That's a shame. I hate skinny dipping alone.
I'd never dream of letting you skinny dip on your own.
And talking of wet dreams.
and nightmares.
With Poe
Excellent
and
choice,
Munro.
Munro.
I didn't have one really, did I?
You always have a choice, Munro.
Do you think anyone's listening?
Of course, we're the only radio station in August.
And if you're just passing through, we mean August the town, not the month.
What else are people listening to?
Radio 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Each other?
But we have something they don't.
What's that?
You.
Shush, Poe, you'll get tongues wagging.
Indeed. Talking of tongues that wag, we have a caller. Are you ready for a dream?
My whole life.
Frankie, you're live with Munro.
Hi, Frankie.
What a beautiful voice you have.
Well, thank you. I think all voices are beautiful. What do you think to Poe's voice?
I hate it.
Okay. So, what's your dream, listener?
I'm in August, and wherever I go, all I can hear is the radio. It's everywhere. It's loud and relentless, but there's this bird. She cuts through the noise and guides me. I listen to the bird, and I fall blissfully asleep.
That's very interesting. People dream about their surroundings a lot. And a dream within a dream? That's nothing to worry about either. What do you think, Poe?
I think you have a hardcore fan, Munro. What did the bird look like, Frankie?
Beautiful. Angelic. But it's trapped in a cage. A prison. But there's only one warden. And the warden is weak.
There's a warden.
Another bird. With a rumbling voice that makes me angry. It plumes its feathers, but my bird? The one that calls me? She's not interested in him.
And she's caged.
Munro, this is obviously a prank. He's talking about us and trying to be funny.
But it's a dream.
I never said it was a dream.
Well, I think we've had quite enough of this.
Listen to the warden jangling his keys. Don't you see he's imprisoned you, Ellis?
Well, Frankie, we don't use our first names on air, so
I've cut the call.
is that a good idea?
Well, what was I supposed to do?
Help him. He needed help.
Don't encourage him, Alice. These kinds of things must be nipped in the bud.
Are we still live?
Sorry, listeners. This was a very strange call. I hope you'll agree.
Frankie, if you're still listening, I do apologize for Poe. He can get very protective. I kind of get your analogy now.
Do I, Munro? Very well, then. Standing down.
Oh, listeners, we've upset him now. Poe's gone all frowny face. What's that?
This. Oh, it's nothing.
What is it?
It's nothing.
Give it to me.
How long is the break for?
Give it to me.
All in good time, so how long?
3 minutes?
Okay, I'm going to make some tea for us. You stay here.
You're making tea for me.
I do it all the time.
What's going on? Give me the note or I'm leaving.
Of course, we must have continued drama, mustn't we, Alice?
What's that supposed to mean? I'm going to kill you. What the hell, Poe? Why were you hiding this from me?
It's just some psychotic listener, that's all.
Frankie?
Not necessarily. We have lots of psychotic listeners.
How can you joke about this as a death threat? It's clearly a death threat.
I knew it would upset you, but I'm an old hand at this, Alice. People see you as a celebrity. It makes them do abnormal things, but they're just normal people.
When did you find it?
Someone slipped it under the door.
Just now?
Well, yes, but it's nothing to worry about. We've been getting them for the last few weeks.
Weeks?
Maybe a month.
So that could be a killer behind the door.
Maybe, but never when I've looked.
Poe.
It isn't locked, Alice. People can just walk in anyway.
Poe.
There. I told you it was nothing to worry about. Tea?
You're not going out there. You're going live.
Understood.
I think I'm gonna go home.
Don't be like that.
How could you keep this from me? I thought you cared about me. What if I'd been killed?
You know I'd never let anyone hurt a single hair on your head.
Well, that's not entirely true, is it?
I don't know what you mean.
You know exactly what I mean. Let's not get into that now. We're back with our listeners in 3, 2...
You'd have been a sacrificial shish kebab if it wasn't for me.
Oh, Poe, that sounds like a great story, but it'll have to wait, because we're back with our listeners and more dreams and nightmares.
Okay, who's our next listener? It's Frankie again.
Put him through.
Frankie, you're live with Munro.
I didn't finish what I had to say.
I'm sorry about that. You can carry on now.
Sometimes the radio gets too much. It makes me frustrated. So I go into the belly of the beast, and I hide, and I listen, and I wait.
So this is a dream that breaks into other dreams. Of course, there are no segues for dreams. Poe?
The belly of the beast. Have you been leaving messages, Frankie?
Yes, John. Yes, I have. Have you been getting them?
What did the messages say?
I'm going to kill you.
I see. And why would you dream about wanting to kill me, Frankie?
Hello? Police? Help. Someone's threatening to kill Poe right now on Radio August.
It's not a dream, John. I'm coming for you. And Alice.
Police can hear you, Frankie. You're live on air. They will find you.
Better hope they're not too late.
No, don't.
I'm not hiding, Munro.
Just wait for the police.
Hide. Hide.
And scene. I hope you enjoyed, fair listeners. Everything you just heard was an elaborate fiction, the first of many fictional dramas on dark nights with Poe and Munro. It's done. It was self-defense, Al. We will never talk of this again. Ever.
Let's just go.
When I was 12, my father died. He was riding his bike to work and he got hit by a bus. A school bus. My school bus. It was all over very quickly, but I was at the back of the bus and I could see everything. He didn't move, didn't get up, died instantly. But the image of it somehow stayed with me.
You think?
It doesn't anymore. I couldn't tell you what it looked like. Mother told me a secret. There's a way that you can make your memories disappear.
Can you make today disappear?
No. But you can. Pick one of these. Now hold it tightly in your hands and close your eyes.
Now what?
Think of your most troubling memory from this evening and imagine the object you're holding is there. Picture it so you can see it.
Okay.
You have to make yourself believe that the object is there.
Okay, it's there.
Now open your eyes.
Now what?
Throw it away. When you throw it away, it will take that memory with it.
And if it doesn't?
It definitely will. Finally tonight, police are appealing for anyone who might know the whereabouts of 35-year-old veterinarian Francisco Bilson.
Mr. Bilson was last seen by his wife a couple of nights ago at around 7 o'clock before returning to his office on Chaucer Street. Please contact
The August Police Department if you're able to help. And that's your August update with Poe
and Munro.
So what's next, Munro?
Nightmares and dreams.
Dreams
And nightmares.
with Poe and Munro.
Are you okay?
I'm not feeling that well.
But we do have a caller waiting.
I'm sorry. Maybe some other time.
Don't worry. I'll take this first one. It's Frankie.
Don't mess with me, Poe.
It is Frankie.
Put him through.
Frankie, you're alive. Frankie, you're live with Munro.
Who is this?
It's Frankie. Thank you for what you did.
Frankie? You're... What did we do?
You gave me peace. Thank you. I was doing bad things. I've done bad things.
What have you done, Frankie?
Locker number 9 at August train station. Her head's in there. The dogs ate the rest of her.
You've killed someone?
No. I've killed people. The other girl is behind the gym in an industrial bin. She may be gone now. I liked her hair.
Why are you telling us this?
Because I want forgiveness, John. And because the police will never find me now, will they?
Sorry, listeners. We're going to have to cut to a break. You're dead.
I am dead. You buried me, don't you remember? But I'll be in touch. Soon.
Nice.
With Poe and Munro. Our funding's running out, isn't it?
Months ago.
Poe! How are we still here?
My rainy day savings.
You can't use that. That's for you and your family.
No, you're right. Think of it as a loan.
Okay, well, how do we pay it back?
We send a seed of hope out to Lady August, and she blossoms it into fruitful returns.
Or we could have a fundraiser.
Yes, a radiothon.
I'm thinking a 24-hour sponsored broadcast. We could call it In Bed with Poe and Munro.
You think people will pay us to sleep together in bed for 24 hours?
No, silly. You're not allowed to sleep.
Did we really need that camera?
Yes, Poe. It's proof that we stayed here for 24 hours. If the station shuts down, I don't know what I'll do.
Everything will be fine, Alice. I've set up our donation pages, and the amounts are already rolling in.
How much do we have?
15.
100?
No, 15 pounds.
Wow. You weren't kidding.
I don't mean to get your hopes up, but that was my donation.
You donated 15 pounds yourself?
People do it all the time. It's not cheating. I want us to stick around too.
Thanks, Poe. Me too.
Here we go. Welcome back, listeners. That was The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. We're now halfway through the show, and it's time to take your calls.
I can't see any callers. Is it working properly, Poe?
It is the witching hour. Maybe everyone's gone to bed.
So, we're totally alone.
Oh, we could have lurkers.
What do you mean, lurkers?
People that lurk but never join in. They're probably out there right now.
You mean listeners, right?
Lurkers, if you're out there just lurking, then give us a sign. What touched you, Alice?
Something in the bed.
It was probably just my foot.
You're not under the covers, Poe.
Strange. Nothing there.
There was.
Well, thank you, lurkers.
We couldn't get scared without you.
Indeed. I'm getting a very strong sense of déjà vu. What about you, Munro?
If you mean, have I ever been in bed with someone expecting greatness and then been sorely disappointed, then yeah, I'm getting déjà vu.
It's that positive attitude that brings all the donors to the yard. Speaking of, dear residents of August, please keep donating. Whatever you can afford. Let us keep making radio for you. There. We've got 15 minutes. What shall we do?
Bathroom.
Of course.
Freshen up, go back in, be a queen. Be a tired, hallucinating queen.
Munro, I need you to put this on.
I'll fall over if I put it on now.
Sit on the bed then.
I'm very trusting, you know.
It's a game I've made up. I think our listeners will enjoy it.
I hope I enjoy it. Now what?
I'm going to put something in your hand, and you've got to guess what it is.
Not this game again.
But you're so good at it.
Are we live?
Yes.
Okay then. Go for it. Ow! That's sharp, Poe.
I'm sorry, Alice. Put some pressure on it.
Can you take the blindfold off, please?
Just a second. Almost done. There. We've got 15 minutes. What shall we do? Did you fall asleep? It's only been 12 hours.
12 hours?
Yes. You look like you've seen a ghost.
I had a nightmare.
Dreams and Nightmares with Poe and Munro.
No. It was real.
Are you okay? Do you want to stop?
I'm fine.
Sleep deprivation, it can play tricks with the mind.
Yeah. I guess.
So, 15 minutes.
I need the bathroom. Again.
Again? Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tap.
She doesn't love you.
Who are you?
You know who I am. It's Millicent.
I just need to make a call. It's broken. Why?
I'm not leaving you again.
Please leave. Now.
Make me.
This isn't real. I'm dreaming.
I've always admired your brain, Edgar.
Am I dead?
No, not dead, just resting.
Are we in purgatory? Or hell?
Oh, Poe, always so fascinated by the macabre.
Bad dreams. Just bad dreams. Nope. No. It's a door. A door. A door.
Ah, it was in the bleak December when each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor.
Did you miss me?
You're Lenore, aren't you? From the poem.
Yes. You changed my name.
For the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore.
Nameless here forevermore.
Why are you here?
Because you're dying, Poe. I'm here to collect you.
None of this is real, is it?
You need to sleep now.
I think that's probably the opposite of what I need to do.
Rest. Can't you hear them calling you?
I need to see Ellis.
Murderer.
Poe? Poe? Poe! Is that you? Poe? Poe, thank God. Where are we? What's happening? Is it a dream? What are you doing with that?
There. We've got 15 minutes. What shall we do?
I can't believe you did that.
What?
Come with me.
Where? We've got 15 minutes.
Come with me.
Alrighty. Where we going, missus?
Poe? Are you really Poe?
Course, governor. What's the jig?
Poe. This can't be happening. Poe?
Munro?
Who is she?
That's your question.
Yes, that's a bit strange, Alice. Perhaps should have led with, why are we tied up?
Well, I thought maybe you could ask that. A lover's tiff, Edgar. This new one not up to snuff.
What's she talking about?
She thinks I'm the real Edgar Allan Poe.
Well, you are named after him.
I'm not Poe. I'm Poe.
What's the plan, Poe?
Get out.
Oh. That was easy.
What shall we do about it?
Untie him. Where are we now, Poe?
Does it matter?
No.
Everything is full of stars.
And the stars are full of people.
And the people are full of stars.
And we're all within each other.
And we've always known it.
What's that sound, Poe?
Don't be alarmed.
It's beeping.
It's just an alarm.
Oh, Poe, you silly bunny. Poe! Poe! We need to go, quickly.
Fire.
I don't know. Tell them what happened, Poe.
It's ghastly, really. Do they need to know?
Yes, they do.
All right, then.
Good boy.
Munro and I almost passed away last week from carbon monoxide poisoning.
But we didn't. Yay.
That much should be obvious. Our central heating system became blocked and started backing up carbon monoxide into the building.
But lucky I got that detector, eh, Poe?
Yes, indeed. But not so lucky for the young raven stuck in the flue.
What?
I didn't want to tell you because it's not very nice. But since you asked, the blockage was because a young raven had become stuck in the flue.
No. What happened?
From what the insurers could make out, it got stuck and then its mate came in after it. Both of them died together.
That's so sad. Everything dies.
Well, they are together now. Somewhere in distant Aden. But in our realm, they will be nevermore.
Let's change the subject. How much money do we raise for the station?
Actually, the insurance paid out quite a lot of money. It seems the installers had also been negligent by not including a protective barrier on the flue, so...
So the ravens died to save our show?
Yes, you could say that. Or a bungled building job almost killed us. So, glass half full, I'd say.
Agreed. Perhaps we shouldn't spend so much time in bed together, Poe.
Do you really mean that?
Perhaps.
Dark Nights.
With Poe and Munro.
Caller on line 3.
Is that a bad thing?
I changed the number after Frankie. He's the only one that knows it.
Frankie's dead. We imagined all that.
So we take the call then? Who is it?
Hello?
He will die if you let him.
Frankie?
The boy... The order you do things is important. I've seen them all.
Is this a prank? Frankie's dead. Who is this?
Listen, just listen. She will lie to you. She will get away. She will kill the boy. You can't change that.
What are we supposed to do?
I don't have the lines between the dots. I just see the final picture.
I don't like that, Poe.
Me neither. And here's Yvette on line 2.
I love your show.
Thanks, Yvette. I love your accent. What's your question?
My question is, do you care about people?
That's a strange question.
It's an AMA, Munro. Ask me anything literally means ask me anything.
Yeah, I know. But do we care about people? Yes, of course.
Speak for yourself, Munro. I'm an animal lover myself.
So you don't care about people?
No, I do care about people, just I care about animals more.
So you care about animals more than people?
Present company excluded, of course.
So that's a yes and a no.
Wait one moment, Yvette. So if I was crossing the road at the same time as a cute bunny, and you could only swerve and save one of us, you would choose the bunny?
I'd save you, obviously.
Well, that's reassuring.
I said I'd save you.
And how long did you have to think about it?
I like to consider things.
You have a split second.
Well, I wasn't timing it.
Fine. Save me or a cat?
You.
You said that quickly to get on my good books, didn't you?
No, I'm not a big cat fan.
Oh!
What?
Does that answer your question, Yvette?
Yes, I think so. I do have another dilemma.
Maybe we can help, Yvette.
I'd rather not say on air.
That's all right. Happy to help. It's about time for a short break anyway.
Stay on the line, Yvette.
We'll be back in 5 minutes to answer more of your AMA questions. Until then, here's something slightly more interesting instead. We're off.
Yvette?
I've got a hostage.
A hostage?
He's a boy from August High.
Why is he a hostage, Yvette?
I had a crush on him, but he turned out to be unpleasant.
So you kidnapped him?
No, I drugged his drink.
Is he okay, Yvette?
Not really. He has not woken up yet. But now that I've spoken to you, I'm probably just going to let him die. I like animals more than people anyway. Like Poe.
Yvette, I was joking with Munro.
Thank you for your help.
Did you get the number?
No, it's withheld.
Maybe she was joking.
We should call the police just in case. Tell them what was said.
Really? I'm not sure. I know it's a sensible thing to do. But what if it isn't?
How can it not be?
If it is a prank, we'll be wasting police time. If it isn't,
The police will take action.
this is the August police we're talking about here. That's 2 guys in DuPont drinking coffee and watching YouTube.
So, they're not busy then?
So they're useless. The kid will probably be dead by the time DuPont's finished his sandwich.
I'm calling the police.
Fine. But we still have to do something.
What do you suggest?
Yesterday in the August update, you said that Joe Watts had gone missing.
Ah, yes, I remember. He'd gone to a friend's house after school and hadn't come back.
What are the odds that Yvette has got Joe hostage?
Almost as high as Yvette not being her actual name.
I know the headmistress from the high school. Maybe we should talk to her.
Or maybe the parents. They asked for the story to be run.
Don't you want to go back to school?
You clearly had a better childhood than I did.
I still have my cheerleading outfit.
That's settled then. Let's talk to the headmistress first. What's her name?
Dallas Umber.
That's a strange name.
She's a strange woman.
Take a seat, both of you. Whilst it's admirable that you're returning to complete your education, you're a little old for this institution.
Sorry, you're mistaken. I have a degree in cryptozoology.
That's not a real degree.
It's okay, Poe. She's messing with us.
Really?
Yes, I'm eccentric, can't you tell?
Well, we're here about Joseph Watts.
And there was I thinking I was going to be on the radio.
Joseph is a pupil here, though, right?
He certainly is. Head boy and heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker.
He's a good-looking lad. Generous nature, always helping people.
Any idea where he could have gone?
Probably at some young lady's house whose parents are away.
He went missing yesterday, and we had a caller on Radio August who said they'd kidnapped him.
Kidnapped? Oh, sounds a bit far-fetched.
We're looking for him, so anything you can tell us would be useful.
You'd be better off talking to his form tutor.
How was Joe doing at school?
He was doing as well as he could for a boy.
For a boy?
Boys aren't as clever as girls, academically, Poe. They don't apply themselves enough, especially in mixed-sex schools.
Is this a mixed-sex school?
Mixed-sex? Yes, it is.
Was Joe being bullied by anyone?
No. Joe's a sporty type. Not sure he'd be easily pushed around.
Do you know any pupils called Yvette?
Not recently. Why, are you looking for someone called Yvette?
It's the name of the kidnap.
And by recent, you mean?
Well, I was at school with an Yvette, but that was many moons ago. Not in August. Different country, actually.
Well, we should be off now. Here's my number, if Joe turns up, or if you think of any place he might be.
Thank you, Mrs. Umber.
It's Miss Umber.
Miss Umber.
You too, take care. August's not the town it used to be.
What's our next move, Munro?
Who did she say Joe's teacher was again?
Miss Clay.
If we can find her address, we should visit her.
I think she's staying at the guest house.
Why do you think that?
I saw a bill on Miss Umber's desk.
I'm worried about what Frankie said. Is this the right move?
I've no idea.
Let's go and see Miss Clay.
And hope she's at the guest house.
I like making the decisions.
I'm very happy to be woman-led.
I know you are, Poe. I'm gonna talk to Miss Gallagher. You find Miss Clay.
Why don't I talk to Miss Gallagher, and you find Miss Clay?
I don't trust you talking to other redheads.
How do we know Miss Clay isn't a redhead?
Hello?
It's Alice. Alice Munro?
From the radio.
Yeah, from the radio.
And what brings you here, Miss Monroe?
One of your guests, actually.
Well, I'm happy to chat, but you will need to help me strip.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, of course.
We need to strip the bed.
Yes. Yes. Sorry, that's how I do it at home.
I'm assuming this is about Miss Clay. She is my only guest.
Yes, the school teacher. One of her pupils has gone missing. Well, being held hostage, actually.
Hostage?
We had a caller on the radio. Someone calling themselves Yvette said that they'd taken this boy, Joe Watts, hostage.
Watts? Oh, yes. The family's been in August for a long time. They manufacture and sell fireworks, of all things.
I love fireworks.
Ghastly things. All that metal in our drinking water. Makes my thyroid throb just thinking about it.
They're fun though, right?
If you're an unethical hedonist.
I will Google that when I get home.
Do.
Did you ever meet Joe Watts?
Never met him. August High is a grammar school though, isn't it? So, presumably he's clever enough or rich enough to be there.
And Yvette?
Yvette. Yes, I did have an Yvette stay here last year. I think her family were just passing through though. Her mother was an electrical engineer for a big television company. She did fix my reception though. Do you think that's her?
Was she Britishy?
Oh yes, Britishy. That quintessential accent of the United Kingdom.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude.
It's okay, Miss Munro, I'm just teasing you. No, she was Russian.
Yvette had a French accent.
If you think of anything that might help, please give me a call at the radio station.
Surely you want me to call the police if I notice anything?
I suppose that depends. If Miss Clay comes back covered in blood, I'd probably call the police right away.
Well, I shall use my better judgment then.
Well, I didn't get much out of Miss Clay. She said Joe was a litter bug.
So she's an eco-warrior.
Yes. I wish we could have recycled our meeting, actually. How was Miss Gallagher?
Kinda dominant. I liked her.
Maybe I shouldn't let you hang around with other redheads.
Maybe you shouldn't.
Let's circle back to this later. Did she say anything useful at all about Joe?
She said Joe's parents sold fireworks.
I suppose that could be useful. Anything else?
She said the only Yvette she knew was Russian and an electrical engineer, so I'm guessing that's not our Yvette.
Did she say anything about Miss Clay?
Not really. I probably should have asked more questions. I got distracted.
Seems we're out of leads. I'm still up for visiting the headmistress again.
We could drill Miss Gallagher some more.
Give it up, Alice.
I'm trying.
The headmistress, then?
Miss Gallagher?
Denied. Let's see Dallas Umber.
Wanna play good cop, bad cop?
Do we have to?
Okay. You be good cop, and I'll be bad cop.
You're going to rough her up?
No, just if you think she's not telling us everything, leave it to me and I'll get the goods.
I'm not going to lie.
I would. She's coming.
Back so soon?
Miss Umber, is there something you're not telling us?
No.
Very well then. We'll be on our way.
Poe! Wow, good job.
She said she's told us everything. There's nothing else to see here.
Wow.
Thank you for your time, Miss Umber.
Wow.
Good night, Miss Munro.
Wow.
Yes, you can do more of that in the car. Let's hurry along.
Wow.
Well, we're at the guest house.
Wow.
Come on, Munro. You know I'm a gentleman.
Thank God for women then.
I'll talk to Miss Clay.
Fine.
Good luck then. Let's hope Miss Clay is less frosty.
Any news on Joe?
No, I'm sorry. I actually had something to ask you.
Oh, really? Well, I'm not sure how much use I'll be, but go on.
Are you married, Miss Clay?
No, I don't believe in it. Anyway, like I said, I never settle anywhere for too long.
Where was your last school?
This is my first appointment in quite a while, actually.
But before that?
Well, this is my first appointment ever.
I see. Does Miss Umber know that?
Yes. It's on my CV.
And your CRB checked?
Yes, it's called DBS now. I'm clean as a whistle.
Sorry, I just wanted to check.
Well, teachers don't usually get employed with criminal records.
And you had no other jobs before this one?
I've had plenty of unpaid fundraising jobs. Not usually something you put on your CV.
Fundraising?
Yes, oceans, rainforests, some small charities you've probably never heard of.
And they're all environmental charities?
Yes, Mr. Pope. The earth needs saving too.
It's funny that you said Joe was a litter bug.
Why?
Because that's something that must upset you, considering your choice of charities.
Do you think I'm a kidnapper?
No, you don't sound like Yvette. Just trying to make connections. Miss Clay doesn't seem to know about anything, unless it's an eco issue.
Maybe you're just not prodding her in the right places.
You're welcome to talk to her, too.
We don't have time, Poe. The good news is Miss Gallagher gave me a name. Wesmarie Bolton.
Excellent. And the address to go with?
Hunger Lane.
Off Beaconsfield Drive. I know it.
People don't normally want to hear what I have to say.
We do. We want to hear about Joe Watts.
If I tell you what I think, they'll topple my meds.
Well, we don't want to get you in trouble. Just tell us what you can.
Don't be silly, Poe. We're not going to tell anyone. You can tell us anything. It's okay. You can trust us. We're from the radio.
It's Miss Clay. She ran this after-school club, Green for Life. I was in it. She made us make a list of those with the most environmental impact in our class. I did it. It was me. I made the list. Joe was third on it and the third person to go missing. You have to help him. You need to.
It's okay. We're gonna help. You just need to take a breath.
She'll have him in the woods. At Howe Park. You have to hurry. She'll kill him if they don't pay.
A ransom?
His parents. He is being ransomed. If they pay, she'll donate the money to charity. It's sick. It's gone too far.
And what if they don't pay?
I don't know. I left when I saw it.
What did you see, Wesmarie?
Miss Clay. She was turning them into trees.
A dryad.
A what now?
A dryad. Someone who's part human, part tree.
We need to go.
Howe Park?
Yeah. Where's Marie? Where's Marie? You did good. We're gonna save Joe. You wait here and we'll be back.
Joe!
Joe!
Joe?
Joe! Joe! We're too late, Alice.
No. No. This is all our fault.
He wasn't eaten. He was murdered.
We think Miss Clay had something to do with it.
Vet. She's the one the police should be finding. Do you have her voice recorded?
Yes, we record all incoming calls.
Do the police have it?
I already sent it over. I'm sure they're working on it.
I guess I'd better go and identify Joe's body. Whatever's left of him.
August's wolves pretty much eat anything. One time, there was a whole school bus of children and...
Poe, I think you can save that story for another time.
Of course. Sorry. We're sorry for your loss. We'll see ourselves out.
Frankie gave us a warning. Did he know?
I'm having a hard time with this whole Frankie thing.
Where do you think Miss Clay is? No one can find her.
Far away from August, I should imagine.
I feel responsible.
Don't. It's not like you made all the decisions that led to Joe's death.
If they ever invent a time machine, I'm coming back and I'm saving Joe.
Good luck with that. Maybe he was always doomed.
That's gloomy.
Fate and destiny, Munro. It can't always be changed.
We never found out who Yvette was either.
Some things will always remain a mystery, Munro.
À table, Yvette. Au moment, maman.
J'ai fait mes devoirs.